My name's Megan.
I am Debra.
And I'm Lance. And we're so glad you've joined us.
I feel like we have to
laughing?
do like smooth jazz is the vibe I'm getting right now.
Long, awkward pause.
That's okay. Ron can edit that out.
Or, like he's going to. Sometimes I think awkward is kind of our vibe. Like if he took all the awkward left, that's
What would be remaining if you removed all the awkward?
If you took all the butter out of butter, there wouldn't be anything left.
If you took all the creamy out of butter, there wouldn't be anything left.
Anyway.
Okay, Ron, we're starting all over again. Hey, and welcome to Middle Ground Books After Hours.
My name's Megan.
I'm Debra.
And I'm Lance. And we're so happy you joined us I keep saying this evening, because it is evening for us, but you could be listening to this anytime. This could be the morning for you. Yeah. It could be the afternoon. It could be
lunchtime.
So happy whatever time you're listening to this. I hope it's a joyous, joyous affair.
Okay.
So what are we talking about today, sir?
So we have so many things to talk about. First of all, we are kind of over the top in terms of stress with all of the things that are happening and running a business and all the other things. But it is Independent Bookstore Day on April 25th of this month, which is April. And that is in the future for us. And hopefully it is for you as well.
Yes, this episode should theoretically drop on Thursday the 23rd.
So just in time.
For Indie Bookstore Day, yay!
And Enchanted Emporia, all coming to you in one.
It's like a sandwich.
It's a big day. There's a lot happening in town that day. Like a lot.
So Enchanted Emporia starts at 10, runs till 2. And it will be for children, young families to dress up, cosplay as little Renaissance critters, goblins, princesses.
Anyone, not just
for children.
In fact, one of the things that's happening with it is that there's a costume contest. And if you are a winner of the costume contest, you can win free tickets to the Kansas City Ren Fest. So come on out in your best enchanted fairy / Renaissance costume.
Yeah. Also that day is Independent Bookstore Day. It is the day that we celebrate the fact that you guys have kept us in business for almost 2 years. In June, it will be 2 years. Hopefully we do make it. Odds look fair at this point.
Fair to Midland.
Fair to Midland. And we will have a lot of things. And it's an interesting thing. Like, it started out as a mistake, but it's turned into something really kind of cool. Because for a lot of the Independent Bookstore Days, you buy swag and stuff from Ingram, which is the only wholesale clearinghouse for books left in North America. And it's all kind of the same thing. But since it didn't turn out we got on that wagon, we had one of our local designers put together swag for bags and cups. And are we going to make buttons? I think we're going to make buttons.
Yeah, we need
maybe
to do
they're going
that.
to be just
I'm going to add that to my to-do
black
list,
buttons, like nothing on it. Or maybe just make it look like a button.
We will have a couple of golden tickets. One golden ticket from Libro FM to receive some free audiobooks, and one golden ticket for a grand prize of our creation. And those will be hidden in the store. So if you are a person who enjoys treasure hunts or I Spy or Where's Waldo, come on into the store and see if you can find one of our 2 golden tickets to win some fabulous prizes.
Pickaxes are not encouraged.
No.
Pickaxes
You will be able to find the golden tickets without any property damage or destruction. So,
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We want you to win cool prizes.
And we have a lot of our customers, friends, patrons. We have like really cool little octopi. Slim Crochetty is coming up with little octopi. We've got a quilt. Is it a quilt? It's a blanket.
Afghan?
It's an Afghan. What
Crochet.
makes an Afghan an Afghan?
We've researched this before. It's just what they're called. It's a blanket
It's a blanket.
is crocheted or knit. And
You could win a beautiful blanket, handmade, courtesy of, as Lance says, Slim Crochetty. If you know,
But
you
we'll
know.
also have advanced reading copies and our new merch that Lance already talked about, our new T-shirts, our new tote bags. So come on out for a chance to and make any purchase, and you'll get one ticket in our raffle, and we'll have certain price points that if you purchase, you'll get extra tickets and more chances to win all those fabulous prizes. So.
Oh, my turn. Also, you can maybe have your picture taken with Alec Loganville of University Press, Kansas, or with Tracy Million Simmons of Metal Arc Books, who are going to be with us, I think, starting at 1:00, and the rest, they'll be at tables so you can visit with them. And
it's a local author and press's meet and greet.
Yes,
kind
and
of thing.
Angel Edenburn from Lost Aardvark Press, which just got to admit, that's a fun. I wonder, does she have like a stuffed aardvark or anything?
She ought to if she doesn't.
I really hope she's got it. If she can,
Maybe we can have someone crochet her one.
or maybe we can
Only we knew
just buy
someone who
like a
could crochet.
taxidermy
No, that's disturbing.
inflatable.
But I
also
feel
have
like that would be kind of like
her
her
vibe,
jam.
It's
She likes
true.
the spooky.
It would.
She likes spooky stuff.
like undead
Her press
aardvark.
and the kind of books that they publish. We also will have a decorate your own bookmark station, and we will be having enchanted story time at the top of the hour from 11 until 2 p.m. So 11, 12, 1, and 2 p.m. we'll be reading a fairy tale story.
We
We'll
could
be
do
in
a
costumes
make your
too.
own button
Yeah.
thing. We could, since we have a button maker, people could make their own buttons
Yeah, that's a great idea.
or fail to make their own buttons, as is
yeah.
frequently the case with that
I was
machine.
planning on making a bunch because I think we also had some designs from Dawson for
Buttons.
buttons.
But I think that people might want to. We'll have to. We'll take that one under consideration. You're just going to have to show up and see.
Check it out. It'll be a fun day.
It'll be magical.
It'll be, yeah.
Special beverages and maybe snacks. I don't know.
Probably not ponies.
No, we have no pony rides, but somebody might be doing pony
Someone
rides.
might.
Because
Yeah,
it's
there's-
Enchanted Emporia.
There could be a
And
unicorn about.
other stores downtown will also be having special things like we are
Yes.
having our story time. So please come and check it out.
Come downtown. It'll be fun.
So if you listen to us and you think, boy, these guys need all the help they can get.
You're correct.
If you think, wow, I should sponsor their Patreon. Well, we don't have a Patreon. And we don't have any other thing. But what could they do, Debbie, if they wanted to show the love and help us continue not only making this podcast, but continue operating a bookstore?
They could visit middlegroundbooks.com and click on our Shop Now button to purchase items through bookshop.org, such as ebooks or physical books delivered to your home. You can come in and see us at 606 Commercial, and we'd be happy to help make some suggestions and help you find your next great read. Or you can also purchase audiobooks through Libra FM and listen to stories as you're vacuuming the floor or driving on that 3-hour long road trip. All of those are great ways to support us.
The other thing, I was thinking that maybe I wanted to start a special spot on the podcast for bizarre books. We have a New York Times bound edition that a young lady brought in to consign with us.
We already talked about that on a different podcast.
Yes, but I want to show pictures of it.
Oh.
And at some point, it was supposed to be March, but now it's a little bit farther away. All of our inventory should go online. So if you are looking, especially for a strange book or a book that we talk about on the podcast, if you wanted manuals for boilers, like heater boilers, yeah, we got some of those. Or the Dark Shadows TV show from the 70s, we got a bunch of those. Or the first American printing of James Bond 1 through 12. You can just call us at 785-614-3643 and say, hey, there's that cool book. Can you ship it to me? Even though I live in Sweden. Megan's writing.
I was thinking of unusual books that we had, and that came to mind.
Oh, yeah.
No, don't talk about it. He wants it.
It's a secret.
There's a secret book that one of our customers saw in the case, and it's a really cool signed cookbook thing. But Megan says, we shouldn't talk about it because if it
No,
sells.
he actually did say, he's like, if someone else, he's like, I'm going to buy that when I get the money together. And but he said, if someone buys it first, that take their money. but he was pumped about it. He thought it was the coolest thing.
It was pretty cool.
So all of this seems to
Anyway.
be saying you need to come and visit us at 606 Commercial in Emporia, Kansas.
And look at our
Make the road
weird
trip.
books.
Check it out.
Or if you're in Sweden, you can call us and then we'll turn it on video phone and just walk you through the store.
We could also just do a walk through the store and post it on all of our socials.
We could do that. We could look at every book. No, not really.
No, but we could, give an overview.
Just a little
Overviews
tour.
are good. What are you reading, Debbie? Or listening to?
I'm drawing a blank. I know I just finished something. What did I just finish? I finished reading The Wishing Game by Meg Schaffer. Oh, yeah. I finished reading The 10,000 Doors of January. It's also very good. Mm-hmm. What have I just finished listening to? Oh, A Song to Drown Rivers. I talked about those. Yeah. So, and I'm currently listening to The Gardeners Club, which is our mystery book club, which, since it will have been talked about 2 days before this episode drops. So I could talk about that one, I guess, because I won't be spoiling anything for the book club members.
If you want.
It's not at all what I expected. Like, we read the on the cover description and it sounded pretty interesting. And I would have to say that this has not been my favorite pick so far. I think maybe it kind of didn't have the best possible chance because it followed My Husband's Wife by Alice Feeney, which was just full of so many amazing twists and turns and surprises, as I discussed. Like, she's an incredible author. So I feel like whatever book we chose next, it was like a hard act to follow kind of thing. But it's turned out to be more of a discussion of this middle-aged woman's daily life struggles than like a classic whodunit. Yes, somebody did turn up dead, but like the clues are not coming fast and furiously. And if there are any red herrings, I've missed them. So I don't know what's going on yet. I'm more than halfway through and I have I guess it's Tuesday. So I have a week to finish it up. And I have no idea what's going to happen at this point. But I kind of also I don't find myself caring.
Aww.
That I don't know.
That's a bummer.
I know.
They can't all be
so
winners, I suppose.
disappointing.
There might be some duds in there.
I guess, but who knows? Maybe I will come back on our next podcast and say, I was totally wrong. It really surprised me. It turned out really great. I hope
That's
happens.
true. I mean, it could have a twist and
Who knows?
surprise.
It has had a few smallish surprises and it's had some kind of touching, aw, that's so sweet moments, but it's not like
A
the
typical
thrills that you seek when you are a mystery book reader.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's more of
Especially after the one you just finished.
It's
being
more of a
such
general fiction, like
with
later
a
in
sprinkle
life.
of mystery.
Yeah, yeah, that's the best, a good description of it. So it's kind of like oatmeal. It's like pretty bland. Like, yeah, I mean, this is gentle and wholesome and okay, but not like what I was expecting. Does that make sense?
Yes. Megan, you finished it.
What?
The book of the century.
Book of the century. No, I finally finished Kingdom of Ash and have now completed the Throne of Glass series. Finally. It was really good.
That's stunning.
I don't want to talk too much about it. If you haven't read it, I don't want to give away things.
It was really good. That's totally on the verge of a spoiler. That's
there
the
was
cusp.
a lot.
Like, I was thinking, maybe now I don't even need
It's
to
an
read
epic
it.
fantasy, man. It's, everyone's in this huge battle and they're fighting and everything's horrible and they're all going to die. But then, something
Then the
happens
eagles
and they
come
don't.
and carry them back.
Exactly. It's an epic fantasy like
so
that.
it's just the Lord of the Rings, only with weenies.
Only with not. It's not like that. ACOTAR and Throne of Glass are different series. They're not the same. One is more heavy on the romance and one is more fantasy.
And it's very good.
It is. There was a moment I cried. A couple moments I cried. There was a lot of stressy times because, bad guys, big bads, and everybody, it looks like everything's horrible and everyone's going to die, yada, yada. But
So if it was a food item, have we done this with?
yes,
Yeah,
with
we've
this
done
one, yes, we have.
over and over and over again.
Yeah.
It's like this is the rerun.
Because I don't even need to talk about it anymore because I've talked about it enough.
Okay, but you also finished rereading Vicious by V.E. Schwab because
Yes.
that is for the book club that is going to be the very day that this episode drops.
Yes, I reread that. I'm interested to hear what the rest of the people in book club have to say. I, once again, really enjoyed it. I haven't read the sequel. I did kind of talk with one of the people in the book club today in the store, and they were like, I can see why you don't, because I kind of prefaced it with, you don't necessarily need to read the rest, because there is a second book, and it was, I think, a duology, but then I've been hearing rumors that there's going to be a third. And anyway, this person was like, well, I could see what, like, it has enough of an ending that you could just leave it at that. Wouldn't need to read anything beyond that, but there are, just a couple loose ends that could carry on. So it has a satisfying enough ending that you could just, it could be a standalone. But I feel like this book, one of the reasons I thought it would be a good pick is because it talks a lot about heroes and villains and like what, from my understanding,
any heroes.
There really aren't. There is a character that thinks they're a hero. They are not. So really, because I'm pretty sure the author, when I've kind of done some like reading about like her idea of it is she didn't really want there to be a hero. She wanted them to be like, you're confused about who to root for. So there's a lot about.
So it's like American politics.
No.
So that it's more like real life, that there are no obvious white hat guys and black hat guys and no obvious.
You're kind of like, oh, these guys, I don't even know. It's kind of complicated and messy. It's very cinematic too. I can just, this would be a very nice, like gritty, like it sort of seems comic booky, but it's not in the typical like cheesy way. It definitely has like a film noir, gritty kind of vibe. And yeah, I also recently finished an audiobook, but we don't have to get into all that too. I don't know. I've talked enough.
I was going to say that what I have started reading and what I'm excited about reading is that we went and saw the movie version of Project Hail Mary, and we saw it before reading the book because, as all book nerds know, the book is always better than the movie.
Except Princess Bride.
Anyway, the book is 99.9% of the time better than the movie. And I have learned painfully over time that in order to enjoy both a movie and a book, I need to see the movie first. Because if I read the book first, the movie will make me angry because of all the parts that they left out or all the parts that they twisted or changed. Mm-hmm. So we saw the movie on Sunday, and as soon as we got home, I started reading it, and I am continuing to read it whenever I can snatch a moment. I am enjoying Project Hail Mary and already being interested and happy about all the little slightly different nuances, even though I'm only in like the very first 20 pages. I'm going, ooh, that's a little different than how they did it. Ooh. Yeah. So I'm enjoying it and highly recommend. I can at this point highly recommend the movie, but I think I can also highly recommend the book because I've enjoyed the tiny portion that I've done, and I'm really excited to keep going. What are you reading, sir?
So reading haven't done so well because busy working, driving, doing all the things. So I've listened to quite a few. We are still plugging away on Dante's Inferno. Enjoying that well enough. I don't think you guys are enjoying it that well. Still reading on Delvers LLC, which is lit RPG, and we're trying to get through Dungeon Crawler Carl. Last time we read book 5, so we are listening to the sound booth theater version of book 5, which is the Butcher's Masquerade. Listened to 2 audiobooks on Libro FM. The first one we listened to as we were driving, and that is The Undead Fox of Deadwood Forest. It is a Newbery Award winner, and it is by Aubrey Hartman, and it did drop this month.
No, it's been out longer because it's a Newbery
audiobook version.
Yeah.
So the audio dropped this month.
Mm-hmm.
The other one that I just finished and was super excited about, Adrian Tchaikovsky. I tried to get into Children of Time, and it was there just wasn't enough in it to make me laugh. Like it was all just pretty wound, pretty tight, and it was.
It's pretty like hard sci-fi, isn't it?
Yeah, but even hard sci-fi should have some moments of levity. I really think like it should. Like life is not all, all wound tight like all the time. There's
All completely serious.
yeah. I mean, there are times when it's funny or relax or like holding that. But this one, Green City Wars, really fabulous. Also a book, an animal book. So animals are my theme right now. So the first one,
Books with talking animals.
The Undead Fox of Deadwood Forest, is a book really all about loss. It is a middle grade book, but
It's very good.
I would say there are many adult books that should not be read by younger children, but there are many books for younger children that can be very profitably read by adults.
For sure.
And
Definitely.
this is one that I had bad feelings, honestly, at the beginning, because, like, in the audiobook, and this story is brilliantly told by Aubrey. I was like, okay, tooting your own horn already this early, really? And then the narrator breaks is it the fourth wall, the fifth wall, the third wall? Which wall is it?
It's the fourth wall.
The fourth wall, where the narrator addresses the audience.
Dear reader,
Yeah, annoyed me.
dear listener.
Like, and maybe it was just the audio narrator. By
I
the
didn't
end
have
of
a
the
problem
book, I forgave them, like totally forgave them. Because it was very nearly a third person, omnipresent, omniscient narrator, but it wasn't quite. It was actually no, I don't want to say any more
Yeah,
about
don't.
that because it really, in many ways, makes the book. Because the main character is this little kit of a fox whose name is Claire. And for the entire narration of the book, drove me nuts because I didn't know how to spell it. Because
Did you look in the book?
I did not, because I actually didn't look today because I accidentally sold it.
Accidentally.
Well, I said this
You
is a,
happily sold it.
it was great. And the person who got it, like I talked about, well, I'll tell you what I told her. And that is, so in the story, there is this position of the warden, who is an animal who has died, whose job it is to, and that animal remains undead, in order to usher animals who are lost into one of the 4 afterlives for animals. So pleasure, which is for fun and for good eating and for all that stuff. Peace, for relaxing, for resting. Progress, for those who really value working. And pain, for those who really enjoy causing others pain. And so those are the 4 afterlives that are available, and the job of the warden is to usher animal spirits who are lost into the place where they will be the happiest.
Their appropriate afterlife.
And since you've read this part, both of you two,
I finished it.
you can talk about like who Claire is, how he ended up as a warden, and then the shtick.
I don't want to give too much away, but yeah, the Claire. I don't know. I feel like you should just read it. I don't know.
Well,
I don't want
there's
to
a
say
lot.
how he became the usher and how.
He is a little kid that got hit on the road and is really a mess and is saved by this older warden and is ushered into this role of helping the spirits. And he finds a lot of joy and a lot of fulfillment in that role. But he struggles with a lot of the things that have happened to him in his past life and what he was really just a child when he came.
And an orphan.
And an
his
orphan.
life ended. Yeah, he was.
And a lot of sadness and a lot of self-doubts, and especially for those who give a great deal for others, at times you can feel lost and empty yourself, even as you're pouring into others. And there's a lot, like at the end of the book, there's a great deal to be said for the author just says this is a book about loss. And it's a book about living with grief and finding that there is always room for more grief, but there's always room for joy. And it is, especially if you or your family, especially, and I would say not even just young people, all people, I think, can read this profitably. It is children's literature of the kind, it's not quite as schmaltzy as Le Petit Prince. Little Prince. Why is that hard for me to remember?
I have no idea.
Because you think of it in French.
Or it's not as funny or silly as Winnie the Pooh, although it does have some really heartfelt moments.
I mean, it's, cute animals.
And it is fairly profound, fairly challenging. There is some silliness and,
Yeah, there's lighthearted. It's not all serious and sad, but there are...
And there's some decent action portions, too.
Adventure, yeah.
And moving on to Green City Wars. You guys haven't read this yet, by Adrian Tchaikovsky. Just read it. It was really good.
Okay.
No.
It's a Megan review. I'm sold.
So the protagonist is a 1 or so year old genetically modified and enhanced raccoon. The Earth has already crashed from wars and pollution and has been remade with super ecological cities, green cities, all over the world, and those controlled by essentially the surviving empires. Tierschreck is the language that the German fabricated animals speak. In Neubeim, there's a lot of German, there's a lot of kind of Russian accent, a lot of and there's some, not as much Japanese, but it is a convincing sci-fi.
With talking animals.
And
are there any humans at all? Or is it all animals that rule the world now?
You are nearly to the end of the book before you meet an actual human.
But the animals talk about humans
all the time.
Throughout.
Oh, okay.
And rule number 1 is essentially the work gets done, humans don't see us, ever. The humans can't know.
So humans don't know they're talking animals?
No, the humans know they're animals that are doing all the work. Those animals aren't supposed to be seen. Those animals are supposed to stay undercover. And humans can't know that the animals have a huge problem with organized crime. They can't know that there's an entire gray market economy. They can't know that there's there's a war going on.
Green City War, okay.
Between two competing factions. I won't tell you who it is because it's friggin' hilarious. And they really are kind of the bad guys.
It's very curious to me that you're saying all this about it being funny and about it being witty, because that's in stark contrast to what you thought about the first Adrian Tchaikovsky book that, you said, had nothing.
Yeah, any humor.
So, yeah, this is sci-fi. At first, I thought it was going to be Cyberpunk 2077, and I was there for it.
But with raccoons.
And it is still kind of lean Cyberpunk 2077 because the animals have to have Plangent, which is this drug that helps them keep their mental acuity. And if they don't get it, they go wild. But that Plangent, they have to do their work in order
to receive it.
Yeah. And everybody has to work for these different companies, and those companies are controlled by animals. Some are run better than others. And different animals, a mouse still has only a 15-month lifespan. A raccoon may live as much as 6 years. A tortoise will live 150 years or
because that's what
longer.
Tortoises live. But you've sidestepped my question. Why do you think it's so completely different from the previous work that you read by this same author?
It is, and it isn't different. I think part of it is different because it's a detective story. You could put Alex Cross or Dean Koontz's guys or Clive Cussler's guys or any, gumshoe type detective in. This guy's got
Bunny?
contacts. You could put in, McDonald's, Bunny. It does have a lot in common because there's a lot of kind of high espionage. You're trying to figure out what's going on and who's doing what, and lots of shadowy organizations. And it's not like laugh out loud funny. I think it's kind of a humor that arises from
situational comedy.
Well, for an example, these animals are all engineered and uplifted, and one of their primary religions is based on the human teaching of this man who said that you can surpass your limitations. All you have to do is work harder. And they have, like, in one of the shrines to this guy, he's not wearing a shirt. He's bald headed. He's laying there enjoying a drink. And it makes it seem pretty clear. The name of their religion is the Jeffist religion.
Okay.
And so it's Jeff Bezos.
Yes, I got you. Yeah.
So, but that's not delivered as a joke. Like, that is absolute, like, deadpan. That is the real world.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he just did that in order to, like, get brownie points
with
Jeff Bezos, or to be ironic, or just exactly what. That wasn't a funny part, or I'm not sure if it was meant to be or not. And then you've got just different animals doing, like, you can imagine them, like, if you remember the movie Cats and Dogs from 3 decades ago, or whatever it is kind of on that line almost. Not that it's, like, because the humans know that the animals are enhanced, but it all goes on undercover. And so I could see a live action for this at some point. And between the two animal books, and one of these days we should just do an episode on animal stories. One of the things that makes this funny is it is such a mashup of two very different genres. Whereas the Children's Time, it was maybe a little bit horror.
But also fairy tale.
Children of Time?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, Children of Time was maybe a little bit horror, but still primarily sci-fi.
Sci-fi, yeah.
Whereas this is really, it's a pretty, I would say, high-end, but at the same time, a fairly standard intrigue spy guy, PI, detective guy.
But the character happen to be
just
animals.
Happens to be a raccoon.
Yeah, I mean, based on like what the little cover of it looked like, I looked at it. I'm like, yeah, it looks like a film noir detective story with a raccoon as the lead. His little hat.
And raccoons have a large following of fans, people who are on the internet constantly saying, I want a raccoon. I want...
You really don't, but they are very cute.
But I'm saying I can see a lot of people being instantly liking this character because they already love raccoons.
Yeah.
I like raccoons.
And this one does drop in June, so keep your eye out for it. And you got a lot to look forward to. All right, Megan, what else are you reading?
So I just finished an audiobook that was a scary horror one. So we talked about T. Kingfisher before, and some of the more like fantasy books that she writes. I finished one of her recent new release called Wolfworm. It is definitely not a fantasy, it is horror. And if you are at all squeamish about bugs, absolutely do not listen to or read this.
Oh my goodness, when I was a child, my nightmares were bugs. So
yeah,
this is not for me.
For you, yep. It probably shouldn't have even been for me.
So the protagonist's name is Susan Jefferson.
No.
Is Doris Weebling.
No, it follows this young woman who it's set in like 1899, I believe. So her father recently passed, and she used to do illustrations for him. He was a naturalist, and she would do these illustrations of like different plants for him, and is a very talented artist. He passes away, and she's unmarried, and so she kind of has to fend for herself. Like she gets a job teaching art at a girls' school for a while, but then she misses kind of doing those naturalist like paintings that she would do for her father. She gets hired by this man who studies insects and to do illustrations for a book that he's working on. And so she goes to live at the house and do these illustrations, and a lot of creepy stuff starts happening, and it involves bugs, and it's gross. But
so
I wanted to know,
creepy or not? Is this an arachnophobia without John Candy?
It's actually not spiders, but
there's nothing spoopy. Like,
No, it's spoopy.
Well, I mean, it's natural. Like, it's arachnophobia. There's
kind
no
of.
monster.
There
It's
are-
just a really nasty spider, and it's like there's not a ghost
There's kind
spider
of a
or a
monster.
zombie spider or a.
There's kind of a monster. I don't want to give away too much on that front, but mostly it's the the body horror, gross, like natural stuff like that. But there is a bit of supernatural, but not much. It's mostly
Just natural.
yeah.
And jump scares,
Yes.
creepy ambiance, like lots of nothing happening for a long time.
Yeah, they're in like the southeast part of the United States, like in a more rural area, in the woods.
If it was for the food item,
I don't think you want to think about
No.
food in this context.
No,
would
no,
be
I
my
don't.
guess.
mega eat bread.
Was it disgusting or was it scary or was it both?
It was both.
So disgusting, scary food sounds like durian. Or that canned fish stuff.
Oh, the
rotten
canned
fish.
It seems like it needs to be bug themed. Like
well-
it needs to be like.
It's food with
Chocolate-covered
food with a
termites.
bug in it.
One of our friends brought in chocolate chip cookies that one
With
third
crickets.
of the flour had been replaced by
Crickets.
round crickets.
But that, if you had not known, you wouldn't have thought, "Oh, this has bugs in it." Like
And
you
it
would
was
not.
like, it would have protein. I mean, like,
Yeah.
it would be better than normal cookies because you'd have protein.
I feel like this, you would like see the bug and you would be grossed out.
Like the legs would be sticking out.
yeah,
So giant cockroach sandwich, maybe
Ugh.
a giant
it's too soon. I don't want to do this.
twitching cockroach sandwich,
No,
or maybe like a tapeworm sandwich.
oh, that's even worse. Okay,
So are you recommending this book or are you not? I can't even tell.
If you like horror and creepy stuff, absolutely
Okay.
go for it.
I forgot to talk about what the food items were for my book.
You
Oh.
did.
I didn't think about it.
Well, for the undead fox, I feel like they frequently had tea. Could be some, like, you could have
Tea and biscuits.
No, because some people don't
mushrooms.
like tea.
It would have to be mushrooms.
Yeah,
He did have a large stand of mushrooms.
it could be
Mushroom
that.
garden. Mushrooms.
And what about
Mushrooms
the
and
Green
tea.
Wars?
I mean, it's a raccoon. Wouldn't it be garbage? Or is he more
no,
refined
they
than that?
They don't get to eat just garbage and scraps. They have these ration biscuits.
Like
So
pellets?
the nearest thing would
biscuit.
be it would be like a pet biscuit or bologna. Like
Nobody likes bologna.
A raccoon probably
nobody
would.
likes the pet biscuits.
Raccoons eat anything.
Or nobody likes the rations.
Oh.
So
Not even the raccoon?
That is appropriate, I guess. They're unappetizing.
Yeah, but that's not fitting for the book though.
Yeah.
The book is like good black coffee. It's just right.
Right amount of fun and sci-fi and
Yeah.
mystery.
part
I don't know.
waking up.
And a little bit dark.
Folgers.
Nope, not Folgers.
I know Folgers is not good coffee, but they do have a good jingle.
And I think for the other one, if I was going to describe it as something, not just pick something out that's in the book, I almost feel like it'd be maybe like an Oreo cookie, because it's something that kids really enjoy, but adults enjoy them too. Like it's not a kid's food per se, and it is at the end of the day, it's sweet. It is.
It was very sweet.
And you want more of it. At least I do. I
No.
want to eat more and more Oreos.
I would say that what I got is enough. Like Claire as a character, really, really sympathized with Claire. Really, he was a well-built character. Some of the other characters, a little bit annoying. Gonna be honest with
You know,
that.
she's doing her best.
But
You
if
noticed
there
she
is,
instantly knew the character you meant, even though you didn't say it.
and if there is a sequel, the undead,
There doesn't need to be.
I don't really. Yeah, I think this. It's like if you eat a half pack of Oreos, there will be consequences. You're not going to want to see Oreo again.
This is the voice of experience.
Oh, it is totally.
First-hand experience.
How old were you?
I don't know. I was like 2 and I took the whole package and then disappeared and vomited violently. And up until, like, I only started eating Oreos in the last decade or so, which is a while.
Yeah. That kind of experience sticks with you.
So do keep an eye on our social media. Megan, what are our social media handles again?
At Middle Ground Books.
At Middle Ground, that's all.
On all the places.
So
that's what our handle
on
is.
the Facebook, on the Instagram, on
YouTube.
The TikTok.
The TikToks, yeah.
And
the MySpace. Which we still haven't done anything with since you set it up.
If there's any of you who have like real insight on how that whole machine works, I think that'd be awesome. Let us know. Or if you want to write albums for us.
Write a jingle.
Nerdy book jingles.
Bookish parody songs. I don't know.
That's a great idea.
And do keep us in mind, like keep an eye on the webpage, etc. Hopefully in the next little bit, we will be going live with inventory. And also, if you have interest in like just bizarre old books, we've got, like in this last week, the Friends of the Library brought in first English edition Victor Hugo 5-volume set from Carleton Press, published in 1832.
What?
Before Kansas statehood. And there are,
crazy.
which that shouldn't even be here, a couple of volumes from prior to statehood in the state of Kansas. Some really odd vampire books, including academic monographs on vampires and werewolves in like Moravia or something like that. Yes, Debbie.
Just want to point out that you did not say the title of the book. You just said Victor Hugo.
Oh, Victor Hugo, Les Miserables, 5-volume set.
Only volume 5.
Yes, it is. That's the real downside.
Yeah.
It's a 5-volume set. We have 2 volumes, but not 2 of 5 because both of them are volume 5.
What?
So if you want to read the end, we've got it.
Jean Valjean, like that's the best story anyway.
If you're a person like me that you skip to the end and you read the last couple chapters, that we've got you covered.
So until next time.
We'll meet you in the middle.
Book lovers, this is Debra from Middle Ground Books. You've been listening to Middle Ground Books After Hours, recorded here in Emporia, Kansas with Lance, Megan, and me. Come to Middle Ground Books to meet your friends, find your next great read, or help a child discover the wonder of imagination. Middle Ground Books After Hours is produced and remotely engineered by Cosmic Atom Sound Studios, producing the vision and making it sound. Cosmic Atom Sound Studios. Let's come together and build something new. We're so glad you spent this time with us after hours. Goodbye until next time when we meet you in the middle.
Good job, everyone. We didn't stretch first. But you know what it makes me want to do? It makes me want to read.